You all could hear me. It is a holiday in the States, so I think it's Memorial Day. Hopefully everybody is having a good day off if you are in the United States. Let me say hi to a few people. We're not really going to address this. I guess we could kind of talk about the video a little bit that was out there, but good morning. So many people want to ask, how about a reasonably sized doorbell that will unlock a door smart lock without having to use an access hub? That'd be cool. A long time ago, they had something out there in the store. Is my voice low? Let me know if my voice is low or not. But they had something in the store a long time ago, EA store, and it never came out, unfortunately. But hopefully we're live. I don't see anybody chatting yet, so I'll just wait a second. There we go. Jeff, how's it going? Okay, you guys could hear me. Okay, so it just took it was lagging behind a little bit. Jeff, good morning. Preudo, sorry if I totally messed up your name. You just popped up on YouTube now. Okay, so I was talking for a few minutes there. Jack, good morning. Jason, good morning. Frederick, how's it going? You're there. Michael, good morning. Nicola, how's it going? Black Jedi, best place to find EA rumors. Ooh, if you're a part of the Ubiquity Discord, they have like a little EA section you could join, but you have to be up to like level 6 or something within the community. Tim, how's it going? Jacob, how's it going? Rudd, how's it going? Maverick, Paul, Rich, how's it going? Morning, afternoon. Yeah, it is 11:44. We worked yesterday. I didn't work super late, but I'm starting to get a cold, or I had a cold. Had a bit of a fever last night, so wasn't really feeling like up to streaming, but I feel decent right now. The caffeine's going through my veins, and I have to work a little bit today. Paul, good morning. How's it going? I think I might have already said hi to you. Oh man, I'm gonna totally Ole. I'm just gonna say Ole. Ole Inca. Good morning. Wesley, good morning from Ireland. How are the cats doing today? Well, it is well, you guys can't see there, but it's raining pretty hard outside. They were in the catio this morning. They were playing a lot. Mocha had the Zoomy. She was running around. So they're doing good. Or yeah, you could join my Discord. I mean, I'm sure people will pop things in and out of there. Steve, good morning. How's it going? Two Steves, actually. Steve S and Steve M. I'm getting over a cold. Had the past 4 days. Feeling a bit better. Hope you feel better soon. Yes, because we got lots of work to do. Will you be rewiring your current house or buying a new one like you said? So I won't be rewiring the house. I don't really have a need to. I did buy a reel of Cat 6A when we first moved in, and I still have it. It's still in my garage. A group of Steves is called an adventure. Hey, how's it going? Good morning. Dave, how's it going? Good morning. Working while sick sucks. Yeah, like yesterday we had to go and at this... Wait, where would the job be? Oops, we'll look at that in a minute. At this job here. So we had to go in, we had to run some more wires for their TVs in their conference rooms because they have a bunch of cables going in there. And we only could do it on the weekends because we have to get in the floor below and it's a law office. So we had to go in there and run, I think it was 8 or 10 cables. It didn't take us that long, but I got home, I think I got home around 11:30. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm streaming today. Is there any Unifi access news? Just installed the G2 Pro on the comms room. So we're just going to be talking about the installs that we're doing today. Not today. We're working on a 13-door install right now. I'll show the pictures that we have up. 13-door install. Tomorrow we're going downtown Toronto to do some more doors as well. I forget how many. I think it's only about 5. Jason, how's it going? There is a new Unifi access early access version though that you should go check out. I can't show it because it's EA, but they have redesigned the interface and it looks great. Greetings from Brazil. Nice to see products and applications IRL. Yes. There's like a new release for, there's nothing like new released, right? No hardware release. They did just release this though, the Access iOS app. If anybody uses that. I mean, I I rarely use the app. I guess I did a couple days ago to configure something, but Josh, how's it going? Josh Langman, I know we used to work together. I was messaging you. I'm pretty sure, unless you're a different Josh Langman. Greetings from Brazil. Yeah, 13. So it's actually, let's just talk about that first, shall we? This is the job. So these are 3 different doors. We only got 4 doors done. My brother and I were like, these are going to be the easiest runs because we had to run cables to each of them. And there was a string up in the pan. Well, they soundproofed everything and spray foamed, so we couldn't use the string at all. And it just ended up being a bit of a nightmare. And then there was readers on the doors already, so we didn't have to fish the frame. We could just pull it up with the string and then pull our Cat 6 back down. So it worked really well. We did have to cut out a bunch of the metal with we just used a Dremel tool. And it's all going to be on video. You guys should see that next week when we're finished. We still have 3 Unifi intercoms to go in. I think it's 3. 2 or 3 intercoms to go in, and then a bunch of other doors, G2 readers. So yeah, a lot of their offices. Somebody said, why do you have access readers at every door? Customer wants it, we put it in. And they bought all the gear months ago anyway. Same Josh. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Doing a Unifi access install in my new company's office, hoping to roll it out to the other sites if it works well. It works great. I mean, it's very easy to set up. The interface is nice as well. Let's see. I know you can't talk much about it, but is there a new EA store actually accessible? No, there is no EA store. Like, there's no hardware store. You could, if you're signed up to the EA release channel, there's this EA where it just gives you EA software within Ubiquiti. Yep. 4 doors in 7 years. How do you feel about MFA support for the G2 Pro pin in card rather than pin or card? That would be kind of cool. Have they added that? I don't think that's not a thing that's added yet. Can anyone here get phone NFC to work on those readers? I don't know if you can with iPhone. I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, it was fun. All in all, because we still had to use their old access system. Jay and I got there. I'm like, we're going to get it all done in one day. He's like, no, we're not. I'm like, yeah, we've already run most of the cables besides these 3 doors, which were only like 60-foot runs. They weren't long at all. But they had 2 different controllers. I forgot the system that they were using before. They had 2 different controllers. One was for this upstairs, and then one was for the downstairs, and that included all the exit doors. It was like 1:30 in the afternoon when we finally finished getting the cabling to the doors. I'm like, yeah, we're not starting the basement today. Absolutely not. I don't want to be here all night. And this was on the weekend as well. I'm looking forward to putting the intercoms in because I powered the intercom up, but I haven't actually used it yet. Why in the world did Ubiquiti put only 1 gigabit for WAN ports on the power distribution high density? That I don't know. I was wondering that on the PDU Pro as well. It's like, well, what if we have a 3 gig link? Most businesses still aren't pushing out to those high speeds though. Like, they're still doing gig. What are all the feet for? All the feet. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. This place is super clean. It's one of the cleanest places I've ever worked. I should ask them that, what it's for. But yeah, they let us film everything. They have a bunch of a couple PTZ cameras. They have the AS, they have DSLR camera. I don't know. They just got a ton of stuff. We'll end up integrating access into their Protect so that they could, swipe and then use Protect cameras to view it. The feet, yes. We decided on the Enterprise Hub, not seen many reviews on it. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. The Enterprise Hub, it's way better than going with this store. Like, if you're just doing 1 door, 2 doors, maybe go with the G2 starter kit. But this is the way to go, for sure. We just temporarily put the 1 hub up just to have these doors running, but we will be because there's conduits. So we'll end up putting a little conduit at the top, one going down where the power supply is. It just works awesome. It's way cleaner than having 10 hubs sitting on the wall. Like, that would be a nightmare. And there's a switch built in as well. Why would anybody have the AS or AI DSLR? You know what's funny? They have it for a certain reason. I'll show it in the video a little bit. They use it as a conference room camera, I believe, for like Zoom calls. I'm like, that is a very expensive camera for that type of situation. The owners love Ubiquiti though, so that's why they're doing it. And that's why we're in there. I could see if you were doing it more for like license plate reading, going into an underground garage parking area, but the AI Pros would do just the same. Well, it's a little different though. Like, why would you want? And that's US pricing. Let's go to Canada pricing. $3,000, and I don't think they use it that often. I'll see if I'm able to show the view on it. I probably can. They have a bunch of AI Pros as well sitting on the outside. He actually has in stock close to 40 to 60 G4 Pros just in boxes. He's not sure what to do with anymore. I'm like, well, I'll take them off your hands for free. I couldn't get NFC to work with any of my phone, even if I setting in a transit card. That's interesting. You should just use the Unifi Identity mobile app. It's free. It's free, and you could just unlock. It's not the NFC, but they're eventually going to have the, I think, tap, like mobile tap on that free version as well. So that's, I mean, it's going to be more of a question period. If you guys have questions, ask. I don't have a lot planned. Obviously, you've seen that there hasn't been a ton of videos out. There's a few reasons for that, but there should be a video tomorrow. There was supposed to be one out sometime this week too, but I don't know if I'll push it out. This Unifi Access job will probably be out sometime next week. And then on the 8th, I leave to Florida, to Sarasota. What's the largest amount of money a client has spent on Ubiquiti gear at one time? Well, most of the times I get the client to buy the gear and I don't have anything to deal with it or to do with it, just in case for some reason we part ways, then they still have the RMAs. But I think they put a couple $100,000 worth of Ubiquiti gear. Right now their front end, or like their computer, I forget what or in their network rack, it's not running a Unifi firewall, but they're eventually going to get there. Unifi NAS. I don't know anything about a Unifi NAS, and even if I did, we can't speculate, but we could go. I don't even think I subscribe to him, but I probably should. NAS compares. This came out. Actually, let me subscribe to them. The other day. I don't want audio to go off. So this came out the other day. It's got quite a few views, 34,000 views, talking about a, so possible NAS. I didn't watch the full thing. It actually released the day that we were going to do this access job. I don't know. I guess maybe not. Who knows? We'll have to eventually see. If you guys watch the video, let me know your thoughts on it. Maybe you don't think they should make one. Maybe you do. Yeah, there's going to be a new talk video. I'm waiting for the EA stuff to come to Canada and then push to general release, because the new version of talk adds a lot of new things. Hi from Belgium. Love the great work you do. Is there a way to lower the latency with the access reader? Like, are you clicking, like you're scanning the card and then it's taking a long time to open up the strike? I think there is a setting that you could change the time. Do you know if the Cloud Gateway Ultra has policy-based routing for its dual RAN? I have Starlink as backup and regular and want to do... Yes, it does. Yep. UDM Enterprise times deuce. That's, I mean, maybe that could be the solution. I forget what they're using there now, but they were saying that they had, like, in licensing fees close to 100. No, maybe it wasn't 100 grand a year. That seems absurd. Maybe it is. I don't know. Something like that. Oh, it always takes a couple of seconds before it unlocks. Yeah, so I think there is a setting within Unifi Access that you could change. Anyone know what happened to the Unifi leaf spine? So sometimes what happens with Unifi, like the early access stuff, that's why it's early access. They test the waters, and then they just don't release it. This guy is the NAS king. He had a bunch of Ubiquity NAS pictures. Yeah, I didn't watch it all. I kind of skimmed through it because I was in the car with my brother, and I have watched some of his videos. I don't know. I don't do a lot of NAS stuff. That's probably why I didn't subscribe to him. But this was a great. I mean, whatever I watched was good quality. Did you do a video on 4 main applications network protect, access, and talk, and what they can and cannot do for the first time user, not how to set it up? Not how to set it up, but what they offer. I probably could, yeah. It would have to wait until I get back from vacation. I have a bunch of stuff that I got to get done, and I haven't been able to do it. I wanted to record today, but feeling how I do, I'm probably not going to. Oh, the Rex guy, T-Rex. Yeah, Rex. Space Rex. I've been following Space Rex for a while. Oh, did he change his name? I don't think he did he? Space Rex. It's still Space Rex. Or did he change it? Oh, no, it's still Space Rex. I think he changed his website. I think he changed his website. Yeah, he changed his website. It used to be spacerex.com, but then he changed it to his actual consulting name. We'll get to that in a minute. Ever installed a UV Station Pro? You wire the... So I've never installed one, but this site is getting one. I think it was the Pro? Is this the Pro? I don't know if this is Pro or not. But this same site that we're doing all the access control, they're putting an EV station in there. They got the conduits run. The electrician's already pulled his wires, and they'll be setting it up. We'll set it up from the Connect side, but I've never done it. So this is some of the gear that's going in that place. We got the sun shield for the intercom. We have another shield somewhere. It's not the sun shield. I think it's just like a standard one. And then we got a couple of these intercom... what the heck do they call those again? What do they call those? Intercom viewers. You know one thing they're missing for these viewers, and I did email Ubiquity about it. What happens if you don't want this on your wall? Like this is what they're going for, wall mount. Well, at this place there's a receptionist sitting in the middle, pretty much in the middle of that whole floor. Well, there's no wall to put the viewer on. They need to have some sort of desk stand where you put that viewer on so you could watch the doors at all times. The way around it, we might just get a Unifi Access phone so that they could open the door from there. I have an issue in regards to Site Manager. I have 3 sites to control in 2 different countries. In trying to set up everything, Site Manager requires at least one. Yes, it does. Yes. You would have to buy a public IP from you'd have to not buy. You pass through the public IP to your UDM, and you probably want to make sure it's a static IP. Sometimes you need to get your ISP to put it in bridge mode for you. That's what you're looking for, bridge mode. What do you think about the Cat 8.1 cables? I don't think they have Cat 8.1, do they? Cat 8.1 cables for Unifi. I've never seen that. Not sure. Albert, happy Monday. Hope it's going well. Was your uncle that passed the one who got you into low voltage? It wasn't. That uncle, he is still alive and doing well. It was my other uncle. So that's kind of why things got, well, somewhat got pushed back a bit. If Unifi NAS, I hope it kicks Synology. We'll have to see. Like if it's actually a true thing, we'll have to see, because Synology's been doing this for years, right? They have a lot of buildup in their software, and their software is great. Actually, Space Rex did an interesting video. He did an interesting video the other day. It was about the Synology drives. I don't know if I watched it all. It's this one here. Actually, I'll post it in the chat. Their drives are confusing about their Synology Plus drives and whatnot. Will explained it pretty good. Like right now, I use just random hard drives. I think I use Western Digital Red, maybe. I don't even know, in my NAS. Looking into the G4 Instant, would you wait a bit and see if a newer, better one comes? I'd buy now. So whenever I want something, I don't usually wait on it. I just buy it. Because you could be waiting a very, very, very long time. Access phone, indeed, way to go. Yes. Jason, how's it going? The Unifi phones are actually really cool, and I hope they never kill it. Yes, $9.99 is. I was on a consultation with the client this morning though, and they have multiple different sites. And for something like hot desking, where you could just, pick your extension when you get to the desk, they don't have something like that, so it's not going to work for them. I wish they did though. I found Tailscale to be amazing. Have my sites on my. I actually haven't set up Tailscale ever. I was going to on my. I think you could do it on your Synology. A 3D printer can probably, a 3D printer, that's true. I have a 3D printer. I haven't used it because I didn't level it right. Synology, TrueNAS, and QNAP have decades. I would never even buy a QNAP, but just because they have so many security flaws. UI will have a big hill to climb. Maybe. We'll see what it is, right? I'm waiting months for Gateway in Europe. Yes, unfortunately, some things do take a little bit longer. It would be nice if they did hot desking and they push that out with. I think that would it would be a great feature set for Unifi Talk. You could always bring your phone with you wherever you go and do teleport back to your main, main headquarters or whatever. Good morning. How's it going? I was gonna look at something else. What was I gonna look at? Oh, I'm gonna buy a bunch of these electric strikes because they're finally in stock. Unless somebody bought them all. Yeah, like $105 for their electric strike. This is Canadian, mind you, too. That's a really good deal. And if you've used their electric strikes before, it's actually a really good build quality. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to use a couple different strikes for tomorrow's install. But I'm allowed to film that install as well. I'm thinking I will, but we don't have a ton of time. So I might just set up the camera and press play and do a time lapse or something like that. Would there be a version difference between the USW aggregation and aggregation pro? Maybe, but probably not. UK has account verification requirements now on top and on Talk, and you have to be approved if you want to continue using Talk from June. I know that we have, well, in Canada, there's the SMS. There's some different laws where in the States, I forget what the laws are called, where you have to do approvals as well, right? And go through, I think you have to have a business account though, I thought. I have a QNAP. Yes, they have had security issues. They seem to be trying to take it seriously, but they have a way to go. What gets people in trouble is if they put their NAS on the edge device. Yes. So if you're putting your NAS on the internet and opening it up to the world and not updating your NAS, that's going to cause you some trouble too. Yeah, the porting took a little bit of time to come into Canada for Unifi Talk. Pulling OM4 through my house this week. Wife thinks I'm maniac, but I'll have the last laugh when I'm transferring huge files. Yes, it's actually kind of funny that you bring up. I don't think I have any pictures of it, do I? That you bring up fiber. Ugh, this really ticks me off. Let me see if I can find it. It's that farmhouse job. Actually, let me find my video. I just want to see if we could see the gate in it. I think we can. YouTube, you guys can't see that good. Farm. I don't know if I've mentioned it. I think I did mention it in the video.
Morning, everyone. Sorry. We are back at the.
Oh, you got. Oh, sorry. You guys could probably hear that. I can't hear it because I have my speakers off. Let's just go here. So this property here, we're putting in a Unifi access intercom at the gate. Let's see. I'm just trying to. I don't know if I. So the gate's right here. I don't know if I have any. Did I walk around? I thought I did. Maybe it was in the first video. Oh, when I was in the basement, I stepped on dead mouse. It was terrible. I screamed. Okay, so did I not go to the gate? Okay, I didn't go to the gate there. Let's let me look at part 1. Farm. I swear I walked up to it. This is one of my main clients that we do work for. If you haven't watched the video, I find I love on-site videos. Even watching myself back, I don't know why. I love watching that. Maybe I didn't put it in here. Their pool house. Oh yeah, right here. Here we go. Ugh. I need to change. You know what? I need to use a different camera. So the gate's completely finished right now. This is the cabling. I think that's the gate controller right there. You see all these conduits going into the ground. Well, the electricians pulled the cable. They didn't realize that Cat 6 could only go so far, and it was about 700 feet from the house. So we had to get them to rip it out, put in fiber optics. Well, Jay and I were there a couple weeks ago doing the fiber splice, and we have a media converter, fiber to media, or fiber to copper. I plugged my computer into the copper. I'm getting an IP. I could hit the UDM. Can't get out to the internet. And I'm thinking, oh, we messed up the fiber. We tested the fiber. It still worked. We had to leave the job site because it was getting late. I go to this access job that we're just working on to start configuring it. I go on their Wi-Fi. I plug in. I get an IP. I get no internet access. It was my frigging laptop. So I was like going insane. I was going to hire, because we don't do fiber all the time. I was going to hire somebody else to do the fiber for us, but it passed. So it was my laptop the whole time. Moral of the story, always check the plug into a network switch and make sure your laptop's working before freaking out. I really do need to get a new laptop. I was thinking about getting like a ThinkPad or something like that. Marcus, how's it going? Why can't you use the Unifi locks? Well, I don't have them. I don't have any electric strikes. They just came back into stock. So we're just using, I don't even know what we're using. Sacco alarm? Electric strike? Is that what it is? Sacco alarm? I don't even know what we're using. I think it's these. I think this is what we're using. Sacco alarm. So well, not 24 volts, because you can use 24 volts, but you have to power it off something else. But we're using a 12 volt version of this. Oh, yours is business. Okay. Toxic, how's it going? Might want to use record button instead of play. Record button. I'm confused. I might have missed something there. Hey Cody, for the intercom viewer, look for slope box enclosure. Yeah, we could always do that. I always run into these specialized custom solutions for clients. I really just need to set up my 3D printer and get things printed off. 100 gig farm. No, it's really just for that fiber, just for the gate controllers. We're gonna have a couple of cameras on the front gate as well. So what we'll be using is this. We have this switch up at the front, or we will. Utility. One of these. I think I'm gonna put in the 210, and we have our own enclosure there. So this will power up the Access Reader Hub, and it will also power up all the cameras we need. If we need Wi-Fi down there, we could do that as well. Because right now the gate controller is just off of this 5G or it's off a cell tower and it's not working properly. But Cody, we don't need it. I can't wait for Unifi to integrate with the doorbell into Access. I read a couple of community posts and they did say that it's coming. So we'll see. Yeah, I was so mad at myself because once we got to the Access job and I started configuring, I'm like, oh no. And I've had this issue happen on my laptop before. I reset all my network adapters and it worked perfectly. I'm like, crap. Framework laptops are looking good. I don't know if he did a video on it. Raid Owl. I know he did get one though. You guys want to hit the like button? We got 144 people here and only 36 likes. I'm pulling single mode fiber between my basement and the attic tomorrow and replacement with the Cat 5.6, 6A, that is in the chase now. Then I need to get a small SFP switch. Nice. Yeah, they pulled OM4 multimode fiber for the gate, which is fine. I mean, whatever. We're still getting a gig connection. That's what it was showing on my tester anyway. And we're only getting a gig connection because I only have gig SFP plus, or we'd be getting 10 gig to the gate. What type of doors work with electric strikes? Well, you could pretty much any door that you could cut into. Yeah. Can you tell me how to turn on the fan for my Unifi switch? Says it depends what switch. Some switches don't even have fans. I was just thinking about getting a ThinkPad because I had one for work years ago and it just never failed, and I dropped it so many times. It just got old. That's why I got rid of it. Yeah, but this job it's going to be kind of interesting right here. Where am I? Do I show the gate? I don't know if I show the gate, do I? Oh yeah, right here. So we didn't run any of the cabling here, so don't give me crap for using indoor cable outdoors. But they have this gooseneck thing for the access, and that's where we're going to put the intercom. We'll have a camera going this way. We'll have a camera somewhere here pointing down as well. Probably a AI Pro to capture license plates. Charles, thank you for the $4.99. You didn't even leave a message with it, but I really appreciate it. Thank you very, very, very much. ThinkPads are great. Yes, ThinkPads are good as well, actually. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Oh, what else are they doing here? Oh, just got an email. Sorry, 1 second. What else are they doing here? So this walkway... Did I show the walkway? Where was I walking? I must have walked down here somewhere. I think they're going to be turning this into like an Airbnb, but they're going to also put a bunch of cabins on site. It's a huge property. Like, it's massive. But what they're going to be doing down this whole walkway, you see all these trees? Well, they're going to be putting lights wrapped around the trees. So they're trenching power to it. And they want me to put cameras all up their trees. And Wi-Fi access points on the trees so that it's full. I can't see anybody going down here and sitting on their phone and trying to get Wi-Fi. But whatever, if they want it, we're going to do it. I don't even know how we're going to do that. It's going to look funny having a Ethernet cable going up and a camera on the tree, but they wanted like 8 or something like that. Gary, good morning. How's it going? If you were in a situation where you had to make a deadbolt work with Unifi access, how would you do it? A lot of the times we get locksmiths to do it for us. We just do very simple stuff. We'll cut in electric strikes. If we need something super complex, we're just hiring people who do it every single day. I typically only do access control with Unifi access. I am certified, or I have my certification for PDK as well. The ThinkPad X20 or X260. Is it possible to get an RTSP stream? I don't think so. I haven't tried, actually. They do. You might be able to. I'm moving to a new apartment building with TNT service only. I want my NAS, my cloud, available to the other TIOs from the office through a VPN. What is the best option? Get like a UDM Pro or UDM SE or something like that. And then you could just do one-click VPN. Indoor is fine in conduit. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's true. That is true, yeah. Glad to be here. Always a great live stream. Well, thank you for being here. I believe you said in the video about indoor cable, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so they did do indoor cable here, which is whatever. I guess it's fine. I think at the gate, though, where there's a camera on the front, it's just going through the concrete and it's indoor. Honestly, it's not going to make that big of a deal anyway. Let's see. I have a camera and AP on my tree, and yes, it looks funny, but I don't care. And I don't think they care either. Actually, this is what I was thinking about doing for this property as well. And I still haven't used it. Where is it under? SunMax? Actually bought this off Terry, and I still haven't set it up. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. I ended up buying this SunMax. I was going to do a project with it at this farm with solar panels and doing a pole with a bunch of cameras. and we still might. I might set it up. It would be nice if they came out with a new version of this. I think that would be great because they have a ton of snowmobile trails, and we could do point-to-point links to it, and then we could have remote cameras running off solar. I think that would be so cool. The IT guy, how's it going? Good morning. I use rugged laptops for my heavy-duty mechanics service. Yeah, maybe I should get something like that. I just bought mine from Canada Computers. I don't even know what brand it is. It's cracked at the bottom. Doesn't look good. But I want to make sure, like, looking at the Microsoft Surface, I need internal Ethernet ports. I don't want USB Ethernet adapters. From Oklahoma. That's one place I've never been. The problem with the some access PoE is only 24 volt. Yes. Tech Talk and Unbox. Good morning. How's it going? And if you guys want to see our adventures, I guess I'll plug this right now. We do have this other YouTube channel. I think what came out, a lot of Jamaica, Hawaii. We still have some stuff coming out for Hawaii, I guess. And then we're going to be filming when we're in Sarasota. So that's for that. My brother is going to be starting a little YouTube channel, doing like more in-depth installs. Because a lot of the times and even for this job right now, I do speed. Like it just, I do time lapse because when we're on the job site, I need to work. I got to get the job done for the client, especially with door access. Like I can't leave the site without the doors working. But Jay's going to get a GoPro, or I have one for him, and then he's going to post some videos. I'll plug his Twitter as well. What the heck is his Twitter? I think it's just his name. J McCallum. There we go. That's my brother's Twitter. But he'll be posting some stuff soon. We already have some video shot for this. So at this client's, we ended up installing a bunch of Theta cameras, Theta Pros. So he took some videos of this, which is kind of cool. This looks like it's just sitting on the tile, but it's not. The Theta Pros actually come with the mount, and I'm not sure if the non-Pro does or not. But yeah, we have 4 of these that we installed, and then that day we installed a bunch of access points as well. Holy moly, Charles. Another $5. Can you use the UBB to connect 2 sites with 2 different UDMs? I would like to set up some redundancy in the case of the internet goes out. Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah. You could get the RTSP through Protect, but I don't know if you can on Access, on the Access G2 readers. The UBBs are really just used for like a wireless internet connection. So you could do that, yeah. He doesn't have a YouTube link yet. That's the thing. He's trying to figure out a name. He's like, do I piggyback off Mac Telecom name? Like, I don't care. So he was thinking, Mac Telecom installs, or, I mean, he could do his J installs or whatever. I mean, Mac Telecom Networks isn't the best name for a YouTube channel. It's just my business name. That's the reason I started it. I wish the G4 doorbell camera and the G2 would have a baby. Yes. So with the UDMSC in a small apartment needing access point, or UDMSC will be able to cover. No, it won't be able. The UDMSC doesn't have any wireless. You would have to go with something like this. If you need wireless, you'd have to get like a Dream router, the Unifi Express. It depends on your needs and your like throughput. Like the Unifi Express will give you wireless, but you only could have up to 4 or 5 different connected unified devices like switches and access points. Did somebody just come out with a video? They do a comparison actually on tech specs. Let's see this tech specs. I believe they have comparison videos. Compare. So you could go in here, you could compare whatever you need. Wi-Fi integrated. Dreamwall maybe? Dreamwall might be good for a apartment. Personally, I use a Toughbook G2 MK2 for the job. I probably should get something like that. Has Ubiquiti rolled out the unlimited access plan? Yes. Our church was thinking about getting the Unifi access, but the 5... So I think it was DPC Technology who did a video on it a while ago, and it got some people confused because you've always been able to use Unifi access for free. The mobile app was a different thing. But anyway, you could Unifi Access Identity Free is now available, and you don't need to pay $1 for it. I used my Unifi Express when we were in Hawaii as just as like a little travel router. Oh, I reached out to, actually, Crosstalk just did a video on it. Who did I reach out to? What were they? Because we're traveling to Florida, so I'm like, I better, what is all this? Chantel must have been watching stuff on my page. So this right here, the GLI net, I reached out to them to see if they want to send me something for my trip to do a video on. I think if they don't, I'll just buy one anyway, to play around with it. Will Unifi ever make an EV station that's not Pro, meaning without a Connect screen? The screen is overkill. I don't think so. I'm not too sure though. Yeah, you could be with a UDR if you want, if you could find one. They're sold out quite often. This is Canada though. Let's go to the States. Yep, they're sold out. They're sold out in the States as well. Work for a church. We just finished a Unifi Access install with the card readers in certain parts of the building. I wish the intercoms were available in January. One thing you got to know about the intercoms, though, they are very... I don't have one in this room. They're big. They're not small intercoms. Most intercom systems are rather large, and theirs is as well. I really like the Dream Router. It has a full suite of the software lineup at a really good price. Yes, it does, and you could run 3 applications on it, which is great. I've got a few GLINet. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but anyway, and they're pretty sweet. Lots of features, but easy to use. One of the biggest things is people say, like, because most of the time it's over wireless. Every hotel room I've been in, I've been able to find an Ethernet port, and they're never shut down. So I always could just plug into them. Is the talk phones available on the regular plans? It's in EA, so you'll have to look at that, but no. The UDR seems to be sold out everywhere and haven't been available for a while, as I've been looking at getting one to do my upgrade. You might have to buy secondhand, unfortunately. We put the G2 readers outside on the exterior doors, and the intercoms have a better weather rating. I haven't had any issues with G2 Pro readers outside in the Canadian winters, and we've had some going a few years now, or whenever they released. The one good thing about the intercoms here, you have the sun cover. You have the sun cover, and you have, or whatever, you have the flush mount, you have the angle mount. But it is a really nice unit, and I like that they have physical buttons on the front of them. That's kind of what I want for some of their phones, to have physical buttons in them. Let's see what's in the box. Like, this doesn't do it justice. When I saw it at Ubiquity World Conference, I'm like, holy crap, that is huge. And then this, the intercom viewer, like, that's tiny. It's way smaller than your cell phone. UDR becomes available and sells out in a few minutes. Yes, yep. Business Unifi switches, and looking at APs, we have multiple locations. What controller do you suggest? Cloud. Well, if you're using, I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, if you're not using any of the Unifi firewalls and you want to keep it local, you could get a CloudKey Gen 2 Plus, or you could go ahead and get their official hosting, $29 a month. Or you could go with like somebody like Hostify, and they'll do like updates and stuff for you as well. So or you could do it local, like a local controller on your server if you have a server on site. Frederick, how's it going? Do you know when talk comes to Europe? I thought it was already in Europe and EA, but it depends on where you live, I guess. Have you had or heard any major problems with Talk or Twilio? I haven't personally had issues, and we have quite a few customers on it. Diamond, how's it going? Or Brownie, how's it going? Yes, live stream. Try to do it once a week. I've been not doing it once a week, but we're trying to get more consistent again with it. You have been a very valuable source of information for me. Since watching your videos, I've implemented all Ubiquity at my 6 properties. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. BJ, how's it going? What UPS? I use a CyberPower something. CyberPower. Oh, let me just go on Amazon. Amazon.com. I really don't care if my power goes out, my power goes out. It's more just to protect my network gear. CyberPower UPS. Where the heck is it? Rack mount. I think I use the... Do I use the 1500 VA? I think I do. Text. There's the link. Oop. That's the one I use, and that is an affiliate link, just so you know. Good afternoon. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe button for Cody, and that is Chantel talking there. Talk is available in the Netherlands. Okay. Yeah, it's only available in some parts of the world. I mean, Canada, the US. It took a while, a very long time for it to come to Canada. I'm just glad Unifi went ahead and allows you to link an intercom with the G2 Reader Pro. Yes, I think that's a great idea as well. Your idea, K12 with 165 sites, 16 head ends with 3 core all sites. What would be your door access solution? Oh, Lord. That's a little bit too complex to answer on a live stream. Unifi access would work, but if you're wanting to do multi-site integration where you don't always have to select the site and you want to do user management easily, you would have to use Unifi. You'd have to use Unifi Identity Enterprise. That's what you'd have to use. For some reason, I thought you only live streamed on weekends. This was a surprise to me, but at least I can watch during my lunch break. Usually I only do Sundays, but we're heading out for vacation, so I have had to work. David, how's it going? Good to see you. Z Gamer, the basement dwellers here. I was thinking about playing oh god, why can't I think today? What game? Oh, Elden Ring. I never beat Elden Ring. I've never beat a a Souls-like game. So I think I'm going to start it again. There's a new DLC coming out. I probably won't ever finish it though. Hot swappable batteries on that. There isn't hot swappable on this one. It's cheap. It's like $500 Canadian or something like that. It's not super expensive. No, so we were just talking about Unifi access in general because we're working on a job right now for 13 doors. That's J. That's J. How do I go to my profile? Yeah, it was just these pictures. If you follow me on social media, you probably saw it. This is going to be a video coming out though. So we're going back there, I think on Thursday, if we get access to go on Thursday. And we'll start installing the intercoms. Hopefully we get it done on Thursday, but we still have like 10 doors to do, so it's a little bit of work. What time is it? I only could go about 20 more minutes because I got some stuff to do. We are going to Sarasota in Florida. I am engaged. Let's see. Did I miss it? Okay. When planning a camera installation, how do you determine camera placement? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Design.ui.com. Can I show this? Can I show this? Who is this? Oh, that's the job set. I don't know if he allowed me to show this. Hopefully I can. I'll ask him actually, and maybe I'll put this in the video. This is the place where we're doing Unifi access install right now. We have to redo their stack. Something's going on with their stack. Where is this? I have no. Oh, that's at that place. Hold on. I'm just trying to find a project that I could actually show you guys. Oh gosh, this is a bit of a mess, but okay. So you would have my last install video. It was from this site. You could see how many freaking data drops we have. This is where we were yesterday actually, and we were dropping cable into this floor, into the reception area, this boardroom, and this boardroom. The conduits, it was a nightmare. Anyway, how do we do camera placement? Well, with Unified Design Center, you could draw on your walls and all of that, And then you could do cameras. So we could say place a device. We could get a camera. If you have a drawing, I mean, it really works well. We could do AI Pro. Say we want it on the outside of the building. Oops, exit. And then we could do the camera placement. See? And it kind of gives you a rough idea of where your angles are going to be. It's a great free tool. Like, we'll still use like Ekahau or we'll use NetAlly for Wi-Fi, but for beginner planning, Unifi Design Center is great. I think it's a really great tool. What city in Canada are you in? I live north of Idaho, just south of the border. I'm near Toronto. Do you have an idea why 2 different U6 Pros show 2 different software versions? I do not. But LLDP shows on the both. I do not. You might be able to manually push that out, though. You should be able to. You might have to do it through SSH. Your install discussion remind me. Oh, send me an email again, or I'll search through it and I'll get back to you. 13 Doors would be a cool band name. Yes, it would be. Smart queues, what's your experience been like? Is there a way to custom rules such as guaranteed bandwidth for a certain device? Not really. No, we don't usually use smart queues anyway. Most of the places that we're with, you're talking more like cost of service, quality of service type stuff. Ubiquiti has some of it, but you can give bandwidth to certain devices or networks, but it's not super fine grained. Hey Cody, I'm doing a major overhaul at my church with all Unifi gear. Can you tell me a good reason why I wouldn't want to use PPSK for VLANs? It just depends what's easier. Like, we're starting to do deployments, or I had a deployment down in New York, and we were doing a huge building. It was like 40 floors, and we had to create an SSID for every single floor, and it was a nightmare. So, reason against PPSK, it doesn't do WPA3, I don't think, yet. So that's really the only reason why I would think not to use it. Do you know if they added the schedule for door attendants? I don't know. I haven't actually looked at the beta. I just looked at the interface of the beta for the door access, and I haven't got much more into it yet. Do you use power backup when setting up door access? Absolutely. So you could get a great UPS. This place that we're doing it right now, they have UPSs, they have generators, they got like triple the amount of power if we have a power failure. A lot of people like the on-site jobs. I like the on-site jobs too. It just takes a lot of time. Am I missing something from your channel when it comes to installs? I will see a video and it seems like it's a parted out video, but there's no next episode. I don't know. There might not be next episodes. Like I said, when we do these install videos, I need to make sure the job gets done first, and filming is kind of secondary. So I might film half of it. Like, for example, I'm not showing this, am I? No. For example, this job, whoops. Okay, so this video right here, this was my latest co-working space video. This is in part, so we still have to wait to do things. We terminated all these cables. We still have more cables to run. This was my last one, but they're building a kitchen. Actually, so these right here, the G4, those are gone. There's AI Thetas there now, but they're building a kitchen, so we still have more cabling to run there. You'll see the labeling, you'll see the testing. That's all going to be in the next video. On this video, there's going to be an Ekahau Wi-Fi scan, heat map scan as well. So there'll be a couple. Some of them I skip. I mean, it just is what it is because I don't have a ton of time. I love doing the on-site ones though. And hopefully with my brother doing his install videos that are more in depth, it will give people more, on-site jobs to watch. Have you ever used an outdoor rated UPS? I'm looking for some options to keep some cameras powered in a garage during an outage. I have not actually. What's a budget-conscious way of placing a couple of cameras on the shed? Understand I could do point-to-point or bury a cable, but cost is a concern. Yeah, you could do point-to-point. You could do point-to-point. That's what I would do. You could use the building-to-building. The building-to-building are a little more expensive. Right, they're $4.99 for the building-to-building, but they integrate with Unifi, so that's the nice thing. Or you could do UISP and then just pick one that pairs up with each other and has enough bandwidth for your cameras. And then get a little PoE switch at the garage or wherever you're installing and power up your cameras. We actually did a point-to-point point-to-multipoint job for Unifi Access cameras. It was, or not Unifi Protect cameras. Unfortunately, I couldn't film there because it was a one of those farms that grow the wacky tobacco, so they didn't want me to film. PPSK is great. I don't actually use it here at home. I probably should though. Oh, the password sharing. Yes, that is another issue. I don't use Macs that much. I do have an iPhone though. I plan on getting U7 Pros to feature proof, but not turning on the 6 gigahertz band or the WPA. Yes, yep. So you'd be all right then, using it. You got to go. Toxic, have a good one. I'm only going to be here for another 10 minutes anyway, because I got to work. I've ordered a new door with built-in one pair cable to open a lock like the Unifi. With access, currently I have a G4 Doorbell Pro. Would you say go G2 Pro or just add a reader? That's difficult because this doesn't really, I mean, it does have a doorbell feature on it. I would probably just add a reader light. to it. That's probably what I would do, and I'd keep the G2 Doorbell Pro just working off Protect. Hopefully they integrate it. It'd be nice if you could, like what they had in their videos, scan your thumb and it unlocks the door, but I don't know if that's ever coming. Might not be. All right, Dave, have a good day as well. So this week, I think tomorrow you should see a video. We'll see. There's going to be a video out this week at least. I need to get back on schedule because it's been probably a week since I released my last one. And then next week there will be one, and then when we go to Sarasota, there will be one. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to hold off on releasing the Unifi Access door video until we're in Sarasota so that I have something to cover that week. If not, I'll think of something else to do a video on. The whole community has been waiting for a long time. You know what? I wonder if it even shows here. I always see it in the community forums. I look at this pretty well every day. Where was it? Cannot find. Multiple intercoms. Oh, no, I don't see it. Yeah, this is a good place to find out when new features are coming as well, because you could see this little U icon. It means that Ubiquiti actually responded to that thread that the people have made. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. We are looking at adding APs to a small office. U6 Enterprise seems to be the high end. Thinking what we will do. Right now, well, it depends. If you're deploying for 6 gigahertz, one thing with 6 gigahertz, you have to use more APs because it's lower range. The Enterprise are good at this co-working space. No, that's not it. Where'd it go? At this co-working space, that's what we're using. It's all Enterprise APs. Our typical go-to right now is the U6 Pros, but the Enterprise really aren't that much more money, and you get the 6 gigahertz band on it. This guy smashed the like button. You should too, and show Cody some love for all his hard work and videos. Thank you very much. Did they fix the WireGuard issue where you can't block access to the gateway? Yes, actually they did. They did. Marcus, I won't be able to find the post, but yeah, you could do that now. You could block it. So for years and years and years, we haven't been able to block out the gateway IPs for the VPN, but now they finally addressed it. Last year, when my wife was running for public office, we were canvassing door to door when I spotted a G2 Reader Pro at the front of someone's house. For me, I don't think I would ever do, well, if we built a new house, maybe I would. I just couldn't see an electric strike on the front of my door being like super attractive. We have laptops deployed in the business with Wi-Fi 6E, so 6 gigahertz seems worth it. Yes, so if you have enough devices, and every new device now coming out is going to have 6 gigahertz, or it should anyway. The U7 Pros are good. I had one, and then I cut it open, so I don't use it right now, but the U7 Pros are good. I have quite a few people who do have it. We did get free ones at Ubiquity World Conference, but I didn't want to put it in my suitcase. It was just too much, so I just gave it to Jacob, who was with us. Let's see. Do I have any new posts on Instagram? Instagram's kind of crazy with their reels. Let me click on there. I don't want the audio to go off though. Like this reel here, and I don't make any money off Instagram, which kind of sucks. But it has 1.7 million views, which is crazy. Just some network nerd doing his network things. What else was? Oh, here we go. Now you could kind of get how big. Oh, all the cat hair. You could see how big the Unifi Access intercom is. Like that's the hub, and the hubs are pretty big, and that's like double the size of it. I get a resounding no from the wife on electric strike at the front door. I'm allowed to put one on the service entrance, but we barely use that entrance. If you're just looking to play around with it, it's kind of cool. When I was doing my catio video, I don't know who watched that, but I was putting cameras and stuff in my catio to watch the girls, and I was going to put Unifi Access on the doors getting in and out. I decided against that because obviously it was not ever, I would have had to rip it out the next day. When will you be giving a video on power density, power distribution, high density? I probably won't be doing that. I guess I could ask Ubiquity to send one for me, or send one to me, but who did one? I think Space Rex did one. Pretty sure Space Rex did one. I just don't know what I would say about it. Like, I kind of, in my videos, if you haven't noticed, I get kind of to the point and don't go on and on too much. Like his video is 22 minutes. I haven't actually watched it all. I don't think I would have 22 minutes worth of stuff to talk about the power distribution. It's a power bar with power ports that you could turn on and off. That's it. and install it into my rack. Daniel, how's it going? Snail, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, they are massive. They're huge intercoms, but they're really no bigger than normal intercom systems, so it's not that big of a deal. I have a U7 Pro in my house, and when my MacBook Pro is on 6E with it, I get over a gig. I think I was getting, or over 900. I think I was getting close to that as well. I have a Pixel 8 Pro, I think it is, that has Wi-Fi 7. Ubiquity gave it to most of us. Would you or anyone know 8-port layer 3 switch plugged in ISP directly or UDM required? Well, the switch isn't going to do routing like that for you. You'd still need a Dream Machine. Do you have any insights on the Ubiquity power distribution having RPS functionality? It doesn't have RPS functionality. That's one big thing that you're always going to have a, single point of failure somewhere. And this definitely does, because it only has that power whip, just one plug. If you're designing networks for high dense deployments that can't have any downtime, what you would do, you would buy two of these power distribution high density. You'd have one going to your red power and one going to your blue if you have two different power systems. That's how they design data centers. RPS battery when? Who knows? Any info you could share about a possible Ubiquity NAS? No. I could point you to the speculation video though. NAS compares. NAS compares. Oh, did I put his video in the chat? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Okay. NAS compares. You could take a look at this video. And I don't know what's true or not. I only watched a little bit of it. Where the heck is it? Videos. Copy. There we go. Let's see. Do we know if Wi-Fi 6E/7 renewal is coming out for the U6 mesh? U6 mesh. No, I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Yes, and I do have to run as well because I got to work in 10 minutes. So I got to get set up for that. But everybody, thank you for coming by. I will hopefully have a video out tomorrow, or there's going to be a video sometime this week. So watch out for that. There'll be more on-site jobs. If you don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you might want to, because that's where I do post little clips before the videos come out. And everybody, thank you for the super chats, just being here, and the likes and all of that. And we'll talk next week on live stream. Take care. See ya.